Hi, everyone, and welcome to RIT SportsZone. I'm John DeTilio. Now, after completing a perfect 15-0 regular season, the men's lacrosse team entered postseason play with their sights set on a second straight Empire 8 championship and an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Top-seeded RIT facing Ithaca in the Empire 8 semifinals. Now, the Tigers got off to a horrible start. Ryan Lowe beats Bob Tonneson with the first of his 3 goals on the day. Ithaca led 6-1 at the half, but RIT would wake up and storm back. Led by leading scorer Tyler Russell, who nets one of his 4 goals right here. RIT outscores Ithaca 12-3 in the second half to win it 13-9.
What did you tell your players in between halves to get them going?
I told them that you lose this one, you might have a chance of not playing in the NCAA tournament, and I told them that it was on them, wasn't on the coaches, nobody else, and I told them a long time ago that if you ever want to win championships, it's got to come from you. And they went out there and stepped up. You see guys sprinting off the field in the second half rather than walking or jogging, and our seniors did a great job.
So it was on to the Empire 8 finals for the Tigers as they faced Nazareth, and this game was over early as the Tigers exploded offensively behind Kelso Davis, who tallied 6 goals. RIT won the Empire 8 championship in a rout 24-10 over the Golden Flyers. With more on their second straight EA title, here's Olivia Angerosa.
So did you ever expect such a great and undefeated season?
No, I probably couldn't have predicted this. I knew we had capabilities of having a great season and certainly winning the Empire Championship, and that was the goal of ours.
One of our goals was to take every game, one game at a time, and we won the first one, and we just wanted to keep it rolling. And
we knew we were going to be good coming into the year. I mean, undefeated, I don't think anyone really thought we were going to do that. So it's definitely special, and hopefully we can keep it going.
No, that was, like Coach says, that's just a bonus. This was our first goal that we accomplished so far this year. So, hopefully we can keep going.
Today's game was really on point. What do you think went particularly well?
I think the semifinal game, the way we came out in the first half, real flat against Ithaca, kind of lit a fire under us a bit, and we wanted to carry over the play we had in the second half in that game. So,
one huge thing we limited today was turnovers. I think the first game we had like 30+ turnovers or something, and today I bet we had a lot less than that.
We really pushed the transition well today. MJ Kikabout was fantastic between the lines and in transition. Our D-middies got involved in the transition. The guys played with confidence, more so than anything else.
So you previously played Nazareth already this season. How do you think that helped you out playing today?
We knew what they do. We felt that we had played a weak game against them the first time, so we pretty much stuck with the same thing and just focused on executing a little better.
We knew the battle between RIT and Naz is always a good game, so whatever team brings it normally wins, and we're really up for this game, and we came out the gates much better than we did in the semis. So.
We had a basic idea of what they're going to be doing offensively, so our defense, really stuck to the same plan and let them get those outside shots. First time we played them, I let a couple of soft goals in down low, so I had a feeling they were going to keep shooting low. So I just mentally prepared myself and did the same thing we did the first time.
So you scored your first ever goal today. How did that feel?
Good. All my friends have been giving me a hard time because in high school I took a shot and got stoned, so I haven't really taken one since, but thankfully Coach gave me the go-ahead and I took full advantage of it.
Well, that's just something we put in. They're trying to lock off our middies in the clearing game and nobody's able to get open, so we allow our poles or our goalies to run it over, and they were shutting off our poles and letting Bobby go, so he took what they gave him and obviously stuck his shot, so good for him. It's a great moment for us, good moment for him. I think he's a fantastic kid, a great goalie, and well deserved.
From here on out, we're playing nothing but great teams. So again, all mental. Keep doing what we're doing, and take it one game at a time. 4 more.
So after a first-round bye, was on to the second round of the NCAAs, where RIT hosted Denison. Tied at 12 in overtime. Denison with a chance to win it, but Tanner Smith hits it off the pipe. RIT would have their chance moments later as the senior does it again. Kelso Davis scores the game winner. He had 6 goals on the day. RIT advances with a thriller 13-12 win in overtime.
I don't think we played awful. I mean, I don't think we played great either. We had 24 turnovers. It's not a great day. You know, our matchup with them wasn't great. You know, we're kind of small and quick. They're big and fast, and you know, sometimes big and fast is tough to cover. That's why they put so many points up.
It's win or go home now, so we can't get complacent. We can't overlook any team. So it's just staying humble and just taking it for the ride. Hopefully we can make it to the big show this year. That'd be a dream come true. So.
8 years ago, Katie Linendoll was just beginning her college career while also working on a brand new television show called RIT SportsZone. The IT new media major had always been fascinated with science and technology, but as Olivia Angerosa reports, Linendoll became enamored with television too, and has since combined her passions into a very successful career.
If you made it to the beach this summer and saw a volleyball game with Missy Gerginski or Sarah Ballard, you'll know that these girls can play some serious volleyball.
Katie Linendoll's career took shape at RIT thanks to her major in RIT SportsZone.
So how did you end up working for SportsZone?
SportsZone, oh my gosh, it's my roots. It's so fun to be back and look at how far I've come and actually realize I started all right here. It was the first year SportsZone was on, and I started as a reporter, and then I moved up to anchor. And it was just like the best experience.
Upon graduating in 2005, Katie transitioned right into the professional world.
When I left SportsZone, I went right to ESPN, working behind the scenes for SportsCenter and Outside the Lines and NBA Fast Break and just so many different shows. And the technology that we were using at SportsZone was in many cases better than the ones we were using at ESPN, which was crazy. So I was so ahead of the curve coming out of SportsZone, and I learned so much that it really made my career.
After winning an Emmy at ESPN, Linendoll eventually left to become a technology guru.
Number of necessary upgrades. It's faster, it's thinner, it's lighter, if you can believe that. And it also stayed at the same price.
So your major was information technology. So what made you decide to go the television route?
I always loved tech ever since I was little. And my degree was in IT new media here, and it really has always carried over. And I think in the last 5 years, we've seen this explosion in the tech world. Even if you aren't tech savvy, there's so many tablets and phones and just all different kinds of technology in the industry that you almost have to be interested in it to keep up with it, and it some way parlays into everybody's life. So in the last 5 years, a lot of experts were called into networks. We need a tech expert, we need a tech expert, and that's always been my background. So now I have this hosting experience, this tech experience, and everything just kind of merged together.
So tell me a little bit about what you're involved in now.
So I am a tech contributor for CBS The Early Show, and I'm a regular tech whiz on CNN. And I work on the Nate Berkus show too as their resident tech expert. So a lot of different areas and a lot of different audiences too. So there's all these different outlets that I can plug in, a variety of different technologies too. So whether it's, you know, what's happening and what's hot right now for Nate Berkus in terms of designing your own or following your passion, working from home. What different technologies can you use on Berkus that are totally different than CNN? And then I write for magazines every month. So People Magazine, Marie Claire, Fitness Magazine, depending on the month, change it up. And then I'm a spokesperson for Polaroid and Lincoln. So it's busy.
So what is a normal week like for you?
A normal week is very unpredictable. I actually, every day I wake up, I don't know what I'm going to really be doing that day. Sometimes my phone rings at 5 a.m. and it's CNN International, and I pretend like I'm awake. That's a trick, let me tell you. And I always go, hi, this is Katie. Like I've been up, like I'm up at 5 a.m., really? And I pretend. And they'll be like, can you come in 4 hours? We're talking about, you know, Libya or Egypt or something that's trending that day. That's like an example of a morning day start. Or CBS will call me, like, can you be on the air tomorrow? We're going to talk about this, this, and this. Then it's just like automatically getting on the phone and getting props and calling companies and doing research. And every single day I wake up, it's different. I feel like I'm constantly on call. And the days that I have that I'm like, oh, I don't have anything booked out tomorrow, the phone will start ringing and I'll be surprised.
Linendoll has quickly built her own brand, emerging into a chic geek who makes tech talk fun.
I think tech can be stylish and fun, and I think a lot of people think of tech and they think of like the boring tech guy that's like, oh, TCP/IP protocols and we need to talk about networking servers. Like, okay, we can break tech down and make it cool and stylish and fun, but smart all at the same time.
But despite all of her success, Linendoll still credits her RIT experience for helping to make it all possible.
What was awesome about SportsZone was I had the on-camera experience, because I knew I wanted to go on camera, but I also had the behind-the-scenes experience, and I think that is what's so valuable. So I understood things before I even stepped foot into ESPN, and still to this day, the things that I've learned at working and editing from SportsZone, I understand when working on CBS and CNN. So it's just transitioned over, and it's just been really cool to see it play out.
Welcome back to SportsZone. Now, she was the first to toss a 7-inning no-hitter since 2003, and she earned Empire 8 Pitcher of the Year honors too. So why was this sophomore Brittany Kemp's last season on the diamond at RIT? Emily Klock explains.
For softball pitcher Brittany Kemp, the 2011 season is proving to be a personal best. Not only has she recently thrown a no-hitter, but the Tigers are expected to make a successful run in the playoffs. What was it like throwing your recent no-hitter?
It's exciting. You try not to think about it in the last inning because you're like, oh my God, am I going to do it? Am I going to hit? But I don't know. You just have to relax and just do what you do. So.
Can you tell us a little bit about Brittany's impact on your team?
Yeah, she's had a huge impact this year. It's been great having, we have a 1-2 pitcher, but we really have 2 number 1 pitchers, and that's been awesome this season for them to be able to come in and throw strong for 2 games. So that's been huge.
Now you split your pitching time with Clarissa. What is it like working with her?
It's great. We're such a good team. Like, we have such different styles, but they work so good together. I just love working with her.
Both of our pitchers hit, and they hit well. They're hitting the 5-6 spot, and when they're not throwing, they're DHing. So they've made a great impact. You know, when they're not on the mound, striking people out, they're up to bat, hitting doubles, triples, home runs. So that's been big.
What are some of the demands of having to pitch so often, and how do you prepare for them?
You just pitch a couple days during the week in practice, and it's really not too bad. You just work towards it every day.
So you are a physician's assistant major, which only allows you to play on the team for 2 years. What is it like having this be your last year?
I don't know. It's just kind of overwhelming. I don't know. I don't treat it like my last year because it doesn't feel like it, but it's hard.
It's really tough, but you know what? She's here to get her education. It's hard for us to let her go, but you know, she's going to be a PA when she graduates, so she'll be helping a lot of people out. So we're sad to see her go, but you know, it's for the best.
All physician assistant majors at RIT are limited to just 2 years of athletic eligibility because of the program's rigorous and consuming schedule.
Jen Moore had been overweight for most of her life, tipping the scales at over 300 pounds. But 2 years ago, she decided to make a lifestyle change by picking up a simple hula hoop. As Lando Reyes discovered, Moore has mastered an activity that has not only changed her life, but has inspired others to change theirs as well.
Every once in a while, SportsZone takes on a slightly different topic. Today we focus on hoop dancing, an interesting activity that has changed the life of one lucky Rochester family. So what is hoop dancing?
It is a cardiovascular exercise that starts low impact, low moderate activity, 300 calories an hour. As you add layers, high intensity, it becomes 400 to 600 calories an hour.
Can you tell us how hoop dancing has affected your lives?
Absolutely. I discovered a company called Hypnotica in 2009 when I was looking to change my lifestyle. There weren't any classes locally, so I taught myself. It gave me confidence. It was fun. When's the last time you've laughed on a treadmill? And now it's allowing me to pay it forward, to tell my story, to impact others. I teach classes 7 days a week, sometimes 4 classes a day. We've been able to go on the Today Show, share not just locally but nationally our story.
Is hoop dancing something that anyone can actually do?
Absolutely. I have had people hooping. All the demographics have been covered. My 2-year-old hoops, my 6-year-old, my 77-year-old grandmother. I was just at a nursing home. I had a 96-year-old woman hooping. And I've also taught the mascot of the Razor Sharks to hoop. And he was a man in the costume. So everyone. For the basic learning, you can step 1 foot forward. Push, pull in a straight line is how we say in class. So you're working the abs here, the left side. When you pull your foot side stance, now you're working the obliques. You're moving in a straight line to the side. And when you step your right foot forward, now you're working the right side of the abs. So you've got your full core workout, and then you reverse the hoop. And you do it in the opposite direction, back into each stance, and now your core is balanced. That's the full core workout.
Can you tell us how did you get into hoop dancing?
I got into hooping because each quarter I try to do a different Better Me and Fitness class that's offered through RIT, and I saw cardio hoop and I'm like, that's interesting. I didn't really know what it entailed, so I figured I would just kind of go out there and see what it's about. It was a good choice.
So you can stand here and burn 300 calories an hour, Facebook and text, read a book, watch TV. You do that 4 to 5 times a week and you've got your 30 minutes that's recommended for moderate activity for a healthy lifestyle.
Do you guys do your own hoops?
Yep. I make all these ones for Jen's hoop class, and also for customers. They'll order some because they get addicted the moment that they pick it up.
Do they have different sizes?
Yep. Basically, it's all personal choice. There's people that want to have kind of a more high-intensity cardio workout, so we'll make them a little bit smaller. They range anywhere from 38 inches in diameter all the way up to like 56 to 60. Those are we call those the granddaddy hoops, because those are ones where you can really teach yourself well, because like I said, it's a very slow rotation.
How has hoop dancing helped your confidence?
It's made me pretty confident, just because it's fun and it's something that not a lot of people do, so I just kind of brag about it and just kind of, keep telling everybody about it to give it a try.
I have seen so many changes in my students. One woman, it took her literally 6 months to get up the courage to come into my class because she thought she just could not do it. Within 5 minutes, she was hooping. And they get this look, I call it hoop face, when somebody gets the hoop to stay up for the first time and they're just like, and it's just this joy that they've achieved something, and the confidence. And for me, seeing that class after class, you can actually merge exercise and fun, that people look forward to my class and to hooping, that they rearrange their schedules around hooping, that it's something they can commit to for the long haul. So it's given us the confidence to move forward, to make a lifestyle change we never thought we would be able to.
Earlier this month, colleges and universities across the country celebrated National Student Athlete Day. Now our very own Kristin Klock tailed the Tigers to find out how they marked the occasion this year.
In an event bringing together the most RIT athletes in school history, the Tigers get a rare chance to compete against each other and their coaches in dodgeball.
Today we celebrated National Student Athlete Day. It's an event that all college athletes celebrate. We decided to have a dodgeball tournament, and it turned out to be a very successful event. We had teams from every sport, every varsity sport play, and at the end our staff, our coaches and our administrators ended up winning, but it was a hard-fought day for everyone and it was a lot of fun.
Could you explain what SAC is and what your role in that is?
SAC stands for Student Athlete Advisory Committee. It's one of the 9 major student organizations on campus, and we kind of are the people that connect our larger student body to our athletes. And my role in SAC is I'm on the e-board. I'm the finance director. And this event was just something separate. Everyone on the e-board has picked an event to run this year, and this was kind of what I decided I wanted to do.
So Chelsea told us that this is the event that brings the most RIT athletes together in one place. And what's that like? What does it do for the RIT community?
Oh, I think this is really the first time we've done something of this magnitude. You know, and Chelsea and a lot of the Student Athlete Advisory Committee put this together. They've really kind of taken the ball and run with it, and when they needed something, they've come to us, and we just try to support them. And, you know, if they want to do something good like this, absolutely. You know, what we want to do is let them, you know, be successful, and tonight was a tremendous success, and we won.
What was it like to win against the student athletes?
You know, it's dodgeball, so it's recreation. I think if we ever took them on in their own sport, there'd be no contesto. Yeah, but it was a lot of fun. I think that they saw that us older folks can do okay, can handle ourselves in a competitive situation.
What do you think this event does for the teams in bonding them?
As an athletic program, we're pretty we stay together a lot. Like, a lot of us know each other, and I thought this was just a good way to have friendly competition between everybody. I think it was overall it's a good event.
What do you think the most difficult team to play against was?
Probably the lacrosse team, because they cheat. Yeah, they cheat. They're cheaters.
How'd they cheat?
They have 18 players on the court. They don't leave the court when they get hit. No, I love you guys. You guys are good. But the lacrosse team's tough to play against. They're all competitive.
So what was your favorite part about this event?
I have to say the one-on-one competition between men and women's lacrosse versus basketball team. That was interesting, and not to brag, but I did get the last basketball player out, so that was good. Sending us into second seed to lose to the hockey team, which if they said we cheat, I would probably agree, and they do too.
What was your favorite part of the event?
You know, the players all ended up showing up, and every team was here, and it was a very successful event for us.
The thing I liked about it most was that all of our athletes were here together, and it was a real team effort, you know, a lot of bonding going on, a lot of fun. There was real competitiveness, as you saw out there tonight. There was a lot of that. Across the board, though, everybody felt great about one another, being here together and kind of enjoying a really light night.
Do you think this event will happen again next year?
Oh, most certainly. You know, I think if Chelsea's around here, it will. She was really a go-getter, really made a lot of great things happen. Of course, you know, we'll talk about it for a long time, and then we'll bring it back to life again next year.
Well, that does it for this edition of RIT SportsZone. Now, don't forget, for the latest episodes and more, we're always on at RITSC.com.
And you can also stay up to date with SportsZone by following us on Twitter and friending us on Facebook.
So until next time, thanks for joining us in the zone.